From the top all the way to the bottom. What comes down must stay down. What comes up may come down. Welcome to this experience of the balance. 149. That's the week. And we're heading near the third anniversary. 3 years of the balance is coming soon. In the month of October, we're going to grow. We're going to get bigger and stronger because we have the power of the balance that enters all of us. You're going to see things you never thought you would. So we're going to start today with the almighty paragraph. This is the almighty paragraph. Continuously lashing out and continuously going against all society's norms. This person found himself finding himself with people all over, faces that he loved and knew, be against him, being betrayed by the whole world, feeling betrayed, feeling that there's no one left for him, even though there is, feeling that all around him is gone and all hope is lost, feeling the world and all that he loved have turned a blind eye on him as he sees everyone's back up towards him. Then it changes when he sees the flowers growing from the ground in the darkest of skies, sprouting and becoming big. He realizes even in the dark, there may be hope. What needs to be done will be done. And I will show it to all because I'm here to grow and not here to wither away. Whether it's dark or light, I shall bring in this new purpose into my life. And so, like a flower, he began to grow like a plant. This is the almighty paragraph. Thank you. You're welcome. This is the almighty paragraph. And we say thank you after I say that. Why do we say thank you? Because we thank you, we're glad. These almighty paragraphs, they write themselves. So we're so glad. We say thank you. Gracias, as we say. Isn't that crazy? A flower growing in darkness. Can you imagine that? Not really. I mean, yeah, maybe. But in the moon, are there going to be plants coming out of the moon? You're going to see people in Mars riding a camel? You never know until you know. But that's what brings us here today. I'm sure there's been times where the people we've loved, we've disappointed them. The company that we've so enjoyed, we've had turn against us. There are all kinds of situations, and I'm going to lower this music down. All right. So there are times where we do disappoint the people that we love, or we go against our own standards, or our own selves, and it's unfortunate because it happens maybe because something that we've done or something that they've done that we're upset about doesn't mean to make the problem worse. You want to be the better person, not the weak person. One of the greatest forms of revenge is not, sabotage, It's not to push someone down the stairs, because that's going to hurt both of you in the end. It's going to hurt like hell for the person going down the stairs, but for you, it'll hurt your conscience and it'll hurt your bank account as you're going to be paying for their hospital bills. But that's not the type of revenge that we should be striving for. The best type of revenge take from your enemies, or which we shouldn't have enemies. So in this case, I say enemies because it's a relatable term, but we shouldn't have enemies. So rather, the people that upset us, because calling someone an enemy is literally dehumanizing, isn't it? So everyone is a type of friend, a cousin, a brother, or sister. We're all people under the sky. We're not going to be labeling each other as targets or as enemies. That's dehumanizing. That's just off. So the people that upset us, the best type of revenge against them is to be better than them. And by that, I mean be the better person, dominant. So in this case, you will open the door for them and show them the way. You're getting that things like that. Push it up. You say, have a good day. Bye. So basically using basic courtesies against your enemies, your people that upset you now. Using basic courtesy. And they'll be like, what the hell? But they have to accept it because you're being the upper person through this mannerism. Because they're seeing you and they may have pissed you off or you pissed them off, but you're still being courteous, which is really, really interesting. So from this instance, we see we have to be now the upper hand, better than this instance. And there's so many chances that we get in life where we're able to prove one another that we got this in the bag. It's what needs to be done. And it's also dominance, because this is a great type of dominance. It's unbeatable and it's undebatable. So really, it's just out. It's great. But we don't choose it. You don't want to add more fire to the fire. There's a fire brewing. You don't want to, put some gasoline in it. You want to put down the fire, not add to it. So in that case, you in some type of conflict. Why are you going to go into it and be like, adding to the fire, and then you get consumed by it. You become a part of the fire. Don't become a part of the fire. Instead, it's really hard to settle conflict. I know that. And I cannot give you all ways to do that. Because people say, oh, you're ever in conflict, take a deep breath or, say stuff. That's not going to work. Not all the time. Huh? So in this case, the best thing to do the best, whatever applies to your scenarios, take down the fire. And afterwards, be the upper person through common courtesy. Always be willing to give the people that upset you a helping hand. Be forgiving, merciful. Sure, we learn about being merciful in Christianity, which is a very beautiful thing. So the reason why we are to be forgiving to one another is simply because, it's always nice to have someone on your side, even if you turn to them in those ways, just like in the almighty paragraph where this person said the people that they love felt they have no one, felt everyone and even the world turned a blind eye. And you wouldn't want that to be yourself. So, and other people are experiencing this very thing. So what we should do, give them a helping hand by being forgiving or being understanding. Remember what the words I told you. We're never going to get over that. I'm going to keep telling you the 3 words: patience, understanding, open mind. And also, remember the other ones action, reaction. So there's some reaction to every action. But patience, understanding, and open mind is the most crucial thing that we should live with. And now today we learn to be have the upper hand through common courtesy. That is what we should do. That is our challenge to live through. Never add to the fire. Do your best, sell down the fire. There's many ways to take down a fire. What needs to be done is also another important thing. We have to do in life the things that need to be done. What needs to be done in our lives? Our homework, our jobs, to receive our paychecks. Uh, so many things need to be done. To cut the grass, oh, hate cutting the grass. Wash the clothes, feed the children at home. So many things need to be done. Pay the bills. So many things we need to do in life. And it's not always fun, but what we do. So we have to do. What needs to be done is to be done. Simply, this is a real simple one. Because if you don't do it, it's gonna pile up on you. Everyone knows this. You know, all the things pile up. You don't want to do a mountain. You don't want to do a mountain. You want to just take it all step by a time. Or rather, not do a mountain, but do everything as soon as possible instead of letting it all stack up. So what needs to be done in our life? So many things to be done from all kinds. We just do them. But we find ourselves struggling, want to get these things done. So and there's so many things that need to be done in many ways. Some fun, others not. Others are just chores. So my recommendation to all of you struggling to have to get something done, just get some earphones, put on your favorite music, and then do everything while you listen. What needs to be done, getting it done. You're having a good time hearing your music. So another thing for you, you could have your favorite TV show playing. So many things. But in our lives, things that need to be done are for us to always keep our own selves in balance, to keep ourselves honest. We have vibrations. We all have vibrations. We all have to keep ourselves as a person, as a spirituality, healthy. Keep it healthy for many ways to keep yourself. Strive to be healthy and remain that way. We have to do it. And the best way to do it is getting things done, common courtesy, and also because by doing these things, like common courtesies and setting down fires, patience, understanding, open mind, you will feel as if you're superior. Of course, you don't want to say that you're better than everyone because we are all not better than each other. Some things we're just good at, not everyone. So that's why we have to learn. We have to have patience, understanding, open mind because we're all in different stages. But we help each other to have our odds and our imbalances weigh out. We have to have our differences, because some people are in this level, and this level, all these levels. But we have to weigh each other, evenly, even out. We even out. We find balance through each other. The best teams that we find, people who probably good at different things, and they all put their skills together. Some would like be the heart and the brain, be all these things, and put them together. It's just it all fits together, it all works together. Or like a band. A band, you have One person plays this instrument, the other person plays this instrument, so they'll play different instruments, but their great work and skills come together to create some great music. So that's putting ourselves together, our skills, what we have acquired, putting it all together to work it, to get it going, the flow. So we do that in life. That's what needs to be done. You put your skill into place, put your skills into practice. We're given these things. We are given these types of going. So we put it in, get it in, stick it. That's what we have to work. Are you working it? Or are you slurping it? You have to work it. Work yourself to the equation with others and balance out. We have to find our balance. When we find our balance, we are very powerful. We will find ourselves to be very powerful, to be up there. You'll be grand. You will feel very great, superior almost. Of course, does not mean that you're better than other people, but you will feel good about yourself, and then you will be willing to help others, and you'll be able to say the right things. This is by you doing the right things. Have patience, understanding, and an open mind. That is what needs to be done. That is what needs to be done, is for you to be willing to get other people and put it all, in form. That's what needs to be done, put together. So come together through our balances, through our types and similarities and differences. We're all people under the sky. So if we're all under the sky, we grow differently. And just like in the almighty paragraph, in the darkness, the flowers were growing and it's like a garden in there. We don't have to grow in the light. There can be the most uncomfortable circumstances going on in our lives, and we'll grow there. We'll find ourselves to grow there. And we'll find that we are meant to grow there. It's our duty. So we find the plants are sprouting. Like over here, see this flower? This flower should be growing, be able to blossom in the light. And here's the flower in the dark. That we find ourselves in different situations. We may find ourselves in light situations or in dark situations. But no matter what situation we find ourselves in, we need to allow ourselves to adjust to it, to blossom in it, to grow in it, to be strong in it, to have balance. So blossom, grow, be big. No matter if it seems as if the world has turned its back on you, all the people you love gone against you, you're here to grow. You're here to do what needs to be done, and that's for you to grow and be great. And you can make dominance by common courtesy, by being good to other people, no matter how much they've upset you. That's being having the upper hand is to have the upper hand against the people who've upset you. Have upper hand is basically not to be like them. Don't be like the people that upset you. If you're like them, then you'll just be what you despise, and you'll hate yourself for it. So many people in the world, they hate themselves or they have low self-esteem, maybe because they're surrounded by such bad negativity or such things, but that's because maybe they're being something. It's, you might be in the worst place, but you will feel happier if you're not the things that upset you. So don't be the things that upset you. Don't be like the people who upset you. but rather be greater, be stronger, be better, be bolder, grow and blossom in the darkest life. It happens in movies. Someone lives in a shitty family. Excuse my language. I know there's kids here. Sorry, kids. And, they end up maybe finding a love or getting a good job, finding success, simply because they are not like the negativity that surrounds them. They allow themselves to grow and be greater than the such downkeepers in it. So if you feel people around you are all negative, or you don't feel like you're in a good place, then be better than them. And you allow yourself to learn from them. Learn what to do and what not to do from them. You will be stronger and upper, more top by, you know, being against. Allow yourself. Take some lessons, to learn these lessons, to grow from it, to learn from it, all these things. Allow yourselves to go up, to grow, to get your wings and start flying, grow bigger. And it may seem ridiculous. You may laugh at it, but it's your growth that we're talking about. You'll feel higher simply by allowing yourselves to go up. And you'll be able to go up by not being like what upsets you. Don't be like the things that upset you or the people that upset you. Be what they are not, and you want to have the upper hand against them, then give them common courtesy. You'll feel great after. You'll feel strong. True strength is not in our muscles. It's not if we're overweight or not. True strength is not about health. It's about our heart and our mind, if it's in the right place or not, and if we have balance or not. Love each other. Moment of sorrow. Think to yourselves about it, and it causes pain, sorrow, any uncomfortable feeling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get some bag of chips and a bottle of water. Find new heights in life. Find new heights. I believe in the thought that everyone is equal, the eminence of every individual. The Almighty works of the balance. The truth that define who a person is. The righteousness of family, wisdom, influences, values, and guidance. But the belief that you don't have to be yourself for success is misleading. Believe in the power of love that inspires us, holds us together. The truth of fine person is righteousness, family, wisdom, and I believe in the forces that are called upon to make the entire human race come together. Every action is awarded with the reaction that affects a person one way or another. Whatever reaction occurs is meant to transpire because it'll lead oneself closer to their destiny. Time for the chips and water and make the balance come together. As we know, it may be the first and last meal we shall devour. For some it will burn, and for others it will open up the emptiness. But together, these chips and water will make us come together. Every reaction is awarded with a reaction that affects one person one way or another. Whatever reaction occurs is meant to transpire because it'll lead oneself closer to their destiny. For every tears, there's laughter somewhere else. Where there's one's fortune is someone else's misfortune. But when we all come together, show each other your love. We are all people under the sky. We all deserve the best. Thank all those a part of our lives for what they've done for us to help us to be done. In this occasion, we'll come together and honor them, whoever they are, if they're here or not here, alive or not. Come together and honor them, find our balances, and we will help others to find their balance. What someone gets, someone else will get. Mm. The balances come together. Eat chips and drink water. Eat chips and drink water. Tastes good. As we acquire new lives, we learn to accept our differences and cherish every moment of our life. We'll come together, help others to come together, live a new world, and live our best lives. The balance has come together. All of us have come together. So you may go home. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you all for coming. Need some. If you're interested in becoming the host, email me at fateandbuddy@gmail.com. We need some help around the balance. And we'll sort it out then. We're going to have dinner right now. If you want to come, we're going to pick up some McDonald's or something. If you all are interested, we're going to meet back there. Another thing that we